Whether you're working on lowering your handicap or just trying to keep the ball on the fairway, one thing is for sure. The 19th hole is always worth showing up for, and that's where Dan Murphy's steps in. Proud sponsors of Make Me Good at Golf, Dan's has the perfect post-round drinks thanks to their lowest liquor price guarantee. You know you're getting unbeatable value every time. Just like your golf game, they're all about bringing those numbers down in the best way. So swing by your local store or shop online. Dan Murphy's, where low scores and low prices go hand in hand. T's and C's apply. Remember to choose Drink Wise, even if your handicap is a work in progress.
Welcome to Make Me Good at Golf, a golfing podcast where three mates are trying to get better at golf, and we invite you along for the journey. Joining me today, Peter, Mr. 48, Helliar.
Thank you very much, Anthony Lehmo, Mr. 300 Lehman.
Thank you. It starts to get a little convoluted, but yes, Mr. 300.
And that's before you get long ball Lehmo involved.
That's it. I feel like that'd be my pirate name. If ever I find myself dressing as a pirate to play golf.
Just one sneaky testicle just hanging down out of your buccaneers.
One long ball. Just right through the stubby shorts. Just good old school.
Good old school Australiana.
Good old school tradie work right there.
What an exciting day. We have Drummond Golf, the Make Me a Golfing legend, coming up very soon, but also a very special guest. We love our little journey into the golf world.
Yeah, I'm excited about this because you've talked up your game that
Yes.
you played with our next guest.
Yeah, in a big way, I did. Did he see the monster putt? Does he remember the monster putt?
Oh.
But he's. I got paired up. I found out just before we got on. We recorded the last the episode where I found out. We announced who we were playing with, and all I'd heard about this guy was one, very good golfer, but two, great bloke, and it was so true. He was so great to play with. He won the Order of Merit last year, and he's an absolute legend. Please welcome to the Make Me Good at Golf, my playing partner, the Australian Open Pro-Am, David Micheluzzi. Yeah.
Howdy, how are we?
How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. How are you guys?
We are still grinning from ear to ear, I have to say, David. I know. I mean, it would have obviously been a very special week for you as well, and we'll get into that. You got to hang out with Rory but for us, we don't get to do this, and to play the Pro-Am was one of the great days of our lives, and we're still smiling about it.
Unreal. I'm glad because Pro-Ams can be sometimes a bit of a grind, but obviously, good people around that love golf. It just makes everyone's day really, really enjoyable. And to do it at Royal Melbourne as well is I'm sure for you guys and definitely for me, like an Aussie Open at Royal Melbourne is probably one of the best.
Yeah, it was a great experience. And Pete and I have discussed this, that that is the most fun I've ever had in a single day on a golf course. It was just incredible. And again, we were with a great group. I was with the German golfer Freddie Schott. I don't know if you know Freddie, but he was a ripping bloke and really good company.
Freddie.
But I'd spoken, Dave, to Jeff Ogilvy earlier in the week about the Pro-Am, and he said, look, the pro doesn't care. The pro has played with worse golfers and he's played with better golfers. He really doesn't care. That your number one priority is to be good company out on the course. So my question to you, Dave Micheluzzi, did Peter Helliar pass that particular test? Was he good company on the course?
Oh, he passed with flying colours. It was unreal. It was a great day. One of the better.
Well, I'm glad.
One of the better Pro-Am groups I've had. I'm not saying that because I'm on the podcast. I'm genuinely serious. I've played a lot of them.
Hey, well, and you have played a lot, so you would have had the full range of experiences. What are a couple of the more questionable experiences you've had with amateurs over the years?
I've never had any bad ones. There's just been very, I wouldn't say weird. So the last one I played overseas was in Korea, and none of them spoke English. So I just spoke to Benji, my caddy, for 9 holes. So this was a 9-hole Pro-Am. So in Europe, sometimes they do 9 holes each. So there's more players that can get onto the course, and also 9
Okay.
holes is only 2.5 hours. But that was the weirdest
Sure.
Pro-Am group. I literally did not speak to any of the Pro-Am partners, and they didn't even try to speak to me. And sometimes I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
Right.
thing. But I'd much rather chat and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Because when you're playing the Pro-Am, I think we spoke briefly about it the other day, like, what are you trying to get out of it? Are you just trying to relax and have a fun, relaxing day, or are you still using it to work out the course?
So last week I've played Royal, hundreds of times. It was more just kind of seeing the shots out there, what I needed to do, the shots I needed. And also that was very similar win to what the first day was. So I was just trying to get lines, just figuring out a game plan for the next day, and kind of just getting a feel for the greens and all that kind of stuff. But also at the same time, like, you're coming into a tournament, there's a lot of nerves and all that kind of stuff. But the more like enjoyable it is, the better it is, because then you're not so stressed about what's going on with the tournament. If I've got coming into the tournament nervous with how I'm hitting it, it just made it. Wednesday was unreal. It was actually unreal.
Oh, it's great to hear. I did bestow you the honour of giving you a Make Me Good at Golf ball, one of my pills that Tards gave us from Drummond Golf out over in WA, and mine says Pete's Pills. You were very
Pete's
amused
Pills.
by that. I was hoping you might tee it off with it. Are you, because I asked you, do you use? But you said you're not allowed to. What are the rules when it comes to what balls you can actually use in an actual tournament?
Yeah, so it's not the actual ball. So like I could actually use it. It's only in tournaments, like club golf. Well, I'd say amateur golf, you're not really supposed to do it. But club golf, it doesn't matter at all. Whatever you tee off with that kind of ball. So say for an example, so Callaway Chrome Tour X, and then you've got the Chrome Tour. They're two completely different golf balls. So you can't go from Chrome Tour X at the start of the round and then 3 holes later go to a Chrome Tour, because they are a different performing golf ball. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Are you saying you can't change golf balls because that's the tournament rules, or you can't change golf balls just because it would be weird for your game?
No, it's tournament rules.
Right. So you've got to.
So it doesn't matter for club golfers, recreational golfers, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter, because you're out there enjoying the game of golf and all that. But for tournaments, it's like, for example, if you got 14 clubs and you like, oh, I want to take this club out and then bring another club in because I want to use it on this hole. So you can't do that. That's pretty much the ball situation. Can't do it. Yeah. So fun fact.
Right. And that is a fun fact. We're learning things here on this podcast as well. I've got another Pro-Am question for you. Someone had said to me in the lead up to the Australian Open Pro-Am, try to avoid saying good shot every time the pro hits the ball, because to them, there's an excellent chance that it isn't a good shot and it might get annoying for them. Is there something in that?
It depends who you get. It depends.
Right.
I see where everyone's coming from. Like, we've been doing this for a long time. We're pretty good at this game. The sound that some shots make and all that, to a golfer that's either just started or who's been out there for ages, but plays off, I don't know, between the handicaps of 10 and say 36 and all that, that sound they don't really hear often. And they're just like, they're amazed by the strike of the shot, which, like, I kind of had that a couple times when I've played with some really good ball strikers. I'm like, wow, that just sounds unbelievable. But like, it is a good strike. It probably doesn't finish where you want it to, but like the Pro-Am partner, they don't know where it's like what it could bounce or what it could do here and all that. Like, if you hit a straight shank and you say good shot, then we got to probably have a chat. But nah, but it's nah. I don't mind. There's some people that are like, oh, yeah, like, why are you saying good shot when I just hit it in the bunker? But it's like, come on, guys. Like, they're trying to have a good day. They're amazed by your ball striking. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It shouldn't matter to us. Like, we're trying to put on a show for you guys, and yeah, if you guys say good shot and it goes in the bunker, I think there's worse things in the world that you could complain about.
There's a couple of good shots played in our group. I tell you what, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I've barely stopped thinking about it. Do you remember David Micheluzzi?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. The monster putt. I text Sam Taunton, who played with us the next morning, and I said, mate, how long was it? And he said, I think he said it was and Sam's played a lot of golf, very good golfer. He said it was a 70 to 80 footer with a 20-foot break. Can you confirm the monster putt actually happened, David Micheluzzi?
Can confirm. Can confirm.
Oh, yes.
It was, I reckon, so I still remember how far that pin was on. That pin was on about, I think, 16 or 17. So 17 in feet, that's 51 feet. You're at least 8 meters short of the green. That thing had to be close to 80 feet with definitely about, I reckon, about 20 feet of break at perfect speed too. It wasn't like it rattled into the pin and exploded the pin and went in. It like went in with perfect speed. And we went nuts too, didn't we?
See, it's those moments we live for.
Oh, we went nuts. It was a chest bump. Micheluzzi was coming in. I saw it. I saw him in his eyes. He's going for a chest bump.
Yeah, don't give me a fist bump. Right. Come at me.
And would you believe? I look over at everyone. Everyone's just going absolutely nuts, except one bloke, Mitch Lewis, who'd filmed me like not getting out of bunkers earlier. Did he have his camera out for that? Not a bloody chance.
No. Good on you, Mitch.
Every shot. Every shot he recorded, it just didn't go quite to plan, eh? But every shot he didn't record, they were perfect. It was unbelievable.
Mate, I was because I'm not sure if I conveyed it on the day. I played as well as I possibly could have played. Like my driving had been all over the shop leading into that. You actually got on doing a bit of a analysis with Q from Teed Up and thinking, okay, we're going to give Pete a bit of shit here, and I just cranked it again. Were you? I mean, you probably had no expectations going in, but were you a little bit impressed with my game playing off a 25 handicap?
Okay, was he this needy on the day? By the way, Dave, or is this new?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't this needy. So, Pete, how long have you been playing golf for? Just remind me. It was 3 months, 4 months.
Well, very socially over my life, but like maybe once or twice a year over summer. It's only been in the last really like 3 months that I've actually gone, we're playing like every week, twice a week, lessons with the great Dale Lynch. Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much you started 3 or 4 months ago. I'm genuinely impressed. Yeah. And to be honest, Mitch was very impressed too. He won't say it, but he was very impressed.
Yeah, that's why he put his camera away.
Right. He didn't want to film anything good.
It's like we were talking about this the other night. It might have been on the Wednesday, where like your turn is really good. Like obviously the stuff that obviously Dale's a world-class coach. He's taught a lot of good players in his time. But like with that grip, you told me what you're doing with the grip and all that. Everything makes sense. But like your turn through the ball, it's very good for a person who's really just gotten into the game a bit more full time, let's just say. But yeah, very impressed.
It was, to be honest, the thing I was concentrating on was the grip and that turn, to be honest, because I think that's what I hadn't been doing in the rounds leading into it. So actually was something that I was almost putting into practice, which could have gone horribly wrong at Royal Melbourne. But I was feeling, and you're in the zone, and what happens when you're in the zone, and I guess there's two zones. There's zones where everything's going well and things aren't going well. Like how do you, like when things are going well for you, like how do you make sure you don't get ahead of yourself or you don't, like the psychology of it? What are you telling yourself in those moments?
it's almost like what got you there in the first place, I think is the big thing. Um, but yeah, your mind does wander to, oh, I'm 5 or 6 under through 11 holes. Like, I want to protect it, or how low can I go, kind of thing. Um, but it's just important
Yeah.
to realize like how you got there in the first place. Like, okay, well, at the start of the round, you weren't thinking, oh, I want to shoot 9, 10 under today. You're thinking, okay, I've just got to put some good swings on it,
Yeah.
make a couple birdies, and then kind of roll from there. Um, but with the psychology thing, like you can't avoid it because it's always going to be there. But it's then not tricking your brain, but knowing, okay, my brain's going crazy. All we need to do is take a couple deep breaths to slow the heart rate down because you're either excited or you're pissed off. Because sometimes when you're angry, you're 3 or 4 over, like I was this week, and you're quite angry with yourself because you're like, I'm wanting to press and make birdies, but at the same time, you got to be patient. You got to do the things that you practice, your routines, your swing, all the shot shaping kind of stuff. But yeah, the getting ahead of yourself is the one thing golfers are not really good at. The best golfers in the world are the best at that. Because I feel like
Yeah.
to a certain extent, everyone kind of hits it pretty similar. There's obviously a few guys that bomb it. There's obviously really good iron players. There's a lot of good short game players and all that. But we're all kind of condensed in our talent levels, but it's how good you are up here with going through the moments and all that kind of stuff.
Because obviously I was watching you. You're my new favourite golfer. Like, Curry Webb's a bit pissed off with me because
Hey.
I've put that out there.
What can I say?
But what can you say? You David Micheluzzi, or what was I calling you? Michelangelo. Because some of your stuff is just like watching art. That's what it was like. But how are you feeling? Because I was obviously watching you on day one, and you got out to a brilliant start. I was getting messages from mates going, "Well, you didn't stuff him up at least. Like he's going well. You got out to, I think you birdied three early birdies. You're out to it, and then obviously it didn't go quite to plan. How do you view your couple of days at Royal Melbourne?
Quite disappointed, to be honest. Like I said, I got off to a really good start. I haven't been playing my greatest in the last probably, I want to say maybe 3 months. It just stuff hasn't just felt comfortable with the golf swing, mentally, all that kind of stuff around the golf course just hasn't quite been there. And when it was really windy that Thursday morning, and it kind of took all the swing and ball striking elements out, and I had to kind of shape shots in. And when you do that, you're not necessarily focused on certain parts of the golf swing, which are what I'm working on. So I kind of almost let it happen. And there's obviously something to that. But yeah, it was nice to go low pretty early and kind of get myself into the tournament. And I just hit a couple of bad approach shots and left myself in probably the worst positions on those holes. And 2 double bogeys and a bogey on the last was a bit of a kick in the teeth. And then the second day was I couldn't hole a thing. I kept leaving everything short, and then when I do hit it harder at the hole, it obviously takes less break, it stays high, and just one of those weeks where it just didn't really get going. But if I look at it, it's been like that for the last few months. But over those 14 holes, and a lot of people told me at the time, like, you got to look at the positives here. Like, you played 14 unbelievable holes in those conditions. So I don't know I think I was maybe leading or maybe one back when I made double on 15, but to get myself in that position where I haven't felt the best maybe shows something that it's maybe starting to get there. But there's a few things that I'm going to work on. I think I'm playing obviously this week at Vic PJ, but after that there is, I want to say, 5 or 6 weeks until Dubai. And obviously weather's getting better. I can really dial in the stuff that I need to for the start of the Europe or the DP World for 2026.
Right.
Brilliant.
So what are the big tournaments in the diary at the minute for next year for you?
So with the category I'm in, so for the listeners that don't know, there's categories when you enter a tournament. So you have your so for example, your DP World Tour champion, which was Rory, he's top of the list. And then it goes major champions, then it goes winners, and then winners in smaller events. So I think the Aussie Open is classified in a smaller event, which it's all depending on the purse, the size of the purse in US dollars.
Yeah.
So that classifies in the next winners category, and then it goes into the guys that keep their card. And because last year I didn't have the greatest finish, I'm at the kind of the bottom of category 10, which is keeping your card. So long story short, Dubai Desert Classic, I should get in, but it's going to be 50-50 if I'm going to get in or not, just because there was a lot of first time winners last year and all that. So Desert Classic is a Rolex event. So I think it's triple points and the purse goes up 3 times or 4 times the amount. So we're playing for 9 million US, where we usually play for about 2.5. So it's a big event. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually, like last year, I actually had one of my best finishes of the year. I came 8th there last year, and that pretty much set up the whole year. So hopefully I get into that event, and then there's a few events through the Middle East, and then it goes into, there's a few events in South Africa, and then it kind of goes into the Asian swing and then into Europe. But I don't think I'm going to get the Scottish Open and Wentworth this year, just from last year's categories and who got into the events and not. So hopefully I can figure some stuff out and get a win, and then I'll get into every event.
So take us through what this week means at Moona Links. This is the Vic PGA Championship. This is a different kind of tournament. It's like more based on the Dunhill tournament in the UK. This is not like when we were asked a while ago to do it. We're like, oh, it's like I've seen the pro-ams. It's a bit of fun. Like, and last week at Royal Melbourne was one of the great days. But it was pretty relaxed and it was pretty fun. This is a bit more. It's a bit more serious. This one, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of. It depends on the partner you get as well. Some guys don't really like talking while they're in a tournament. I'm kind of in the middle. You'll kind of get the gist of like if I like talking in a certain time or not. But you know me, I'm pretty easygoing. But it is a little bit more full on than a normal pro-am day, because you're playing your own ball, essentially, and you got your handicap and all that, and it's basically a 4-ball between you two. But at the same time, it's good. It's a good fun week. There's a lot of amateurs in the same boat that they're kind of like, oh, I don't want to get in the way and all that. Basically, you guys are treated the exact same as the pros. So just go out, enjoy it, have a bit of fun. I think the weather looks pretty good this week as well, which is going to be very rare down there because it can get quite windy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll get to see a lot of the pros actually train up close as well. And yeah, I'll tell you, Pete, who you can or who you should speak to and not, because some they'll just chat all day and some won't. But yeah, it's just a good fun week, and yeah.
I just assumed, David Micheluzzi, that after our week last week that you'd just be demanding playing with me, and then you've got your brother-in-law who you've roped in. Don't you remember the 80-foot putt? I mean, is your brother-in-law going to do that?
He plays off +1. So I've seen him do it plenty of times.
There we go. Okay. Now it's coming together. There we go. I was just going to say that putt of Pete's, by the time we get through the weekend, that'll be a 120-foot putt.
Nah, you can say an 80-foot putt. I'm happy with 80-foot.
And then next year, next year at Aussie Open, it'll be 150 feet. It'll just double.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
It'll be off the tee.
back in the day, me and Mitch Lewis played. We played 4 years ago. And so we played 2 years. The second year we played, I won the event. And he got to play the last day as well. So he got a front row seat in the final group, which he absolutely loved. And then obviously last year, with his ACL, couldn't play. So my brother-in-law came in and we had a good week. And then just with the schedules, because when Mitch did play, preseason didn't start yet. So now the tournament's been pushed back to after Aussie Open. Preseason started. It's hard to get him out. So just thought one last event for the year and have one of my best mates come out and we'll go have some fun.
So with the Vic PGA, are you playing as a pair in that are your scores added together, or do you just play sort of next to each other for the weekend?
So the pros have their own tournament. So that's the Vic PGA. That's and then there's the Pro-Am side of things. So there's basically two tournaments. So there's the Pro tournament and then there's the Pro-Am. So like I think it goes I could be so wrong here. So after 2 days, after the cut, I'm pretty sure there is 15 Pro-Am groups that make the cut. And then the cut goes again to, I think, the top 8. So there's basically two tournaments within the one. Yeah. So it is very, very similar to the Dunhill format, which is just good fun. Like, and it's more obviously it's a lot of fun for the amateurs because they get to see what the pros do and they get to warm up next to the pros. They get to go into the players' lounge with the pros and all that kind of stuff. So like it's the amateurs week to feel like a professional. It's a great week. I love the concept because like I love the game of golf. Like I've played with a lot of different golfers off a lot of different handicaps and like their love for golf is probably more than my love for golf. And just seeing how excited they are to play the event and all that kind of stuff, it's pretty cool. And so it's making a week or making a year. It's just a cool week.
Yeah. Oh, we are so excited. And I don't think I've ever played 4 days in a row. I've never played 4 days in a row. Like Mike, one of my concerns and questions for you, David, is how do you lay out your wardrobe? How do you prepare your wardrobe for those 4 days?
I open it up. That looks good. Done.
Yeah.
Each day. It's a little. When I go. Nah, I don't prepare. Oh, there's some weeks I have to. Sometimes they give you a script on what you need to wear, but that's in the really, really big events. So like majors, bigger European tour events and all that. They actually tell you have to wear this on this day and this on this day and all that kind of stuff. But most of the time it's me just going, it's a bit hot, I'll wear white. It's cold, I'll wear black. Like just have you got your week? Have you got your week sorted out, Pete?
Well, the legends at FootJoy have been so good to us, and they've given us some stuff. So mine hasn't arrived yet. So once it arrives, I'll be able to get into it. But Lehmo, you're already rocking the stuff, aren't you?
Hey, I got my gear. I wore it on the weekend. I tell you what, I feel a 10-shot better golfer with that new gear on.
It's pretty good. Good golf gear. It feels different.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the quality of clothing now in golf. Like it's come so far, especially in the last probably I want to say maybe 10 years. I wore FootJoy for my whole amateur career. Yeah, I would say probably from when I was 15. Yeah, 15 till I was 23. I wore FootJoy, and just seeing like how far that's come. It's like, it's just so easy to swing in. The fabric's just amazing. And Puma's come a long way. I've been with Puma for 5 years now. It's amazing how far they've come as well. Just with like, you can have like a hot day like it was on the first day at Aussie Open, and you have dark pants on and a pretty dark shirt, and you're not that hot. It keeps you cool. But then when it's cold, the clothes for some reason keeps you warm. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it, but it's like, yeah. But how good is it just opening up fresh clothing and put it on? You feel like you're $100.
It's the best.
Feel like the best golfer in the world until you top one off the first, or you chunk one off the first, and you're like, yeah, back to reality.
Back down to earth.
Yeah.
I was wearing board shorts a few years ago on the golf course, so I've come a long way. We have to ask, of course, I think the day before the Pro-Am, you actually, it was on socials, you were hanging out with Rory McIlroy. How did that happen, and what was that like?
Mate, I will never forget this. So I'm really good friends with Nicholas Colsards. So he obviously Ryder Cup winner in 2012. His wife is Australian. He's just a good lad. Like, I get along with him so well. I've known him for a long time. We actually played a Pro-Am about 10 years ago. And when I came out into Europe, like, we've just always stayed close and just always had a good time. Loved practice rounds and all that. So I get there and Nico's there. And we're like, let's go out at 11:30. Yeah, whatever. So we go out on the tee and there's two groups of four. I'm like, oh, geez, we're going to be waiting for a little bit here. And so the first group goes, and the second group's on the tee, and we're kind of just waiting, just hanging around. And we just see a flood of people come to the first tee. And I was like, okay, whatever. And Rory comes in. I'm like, okay. And he goes, geez, it's busy. Do you mind if I join you guys for 9? And like my face, like I disguised it really well, but like my heart rate went from about 75, 80 to like 150 with like that. Like I was just like, oh my God, I have met Rory before, like we've spoken briefly, but then like introduced myself and all that, and I'm just like, this is gonna be ridiculous. And then Nico's just like, yeah, come on, let's go. So it's just us three. I think there was someone else that came onto the tee, and I think they kind of asked, and Nico's just like, no, it's just going to be us three. Sorry. And I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe you had the balls to actually say that. And so it's a 2-iron down the first. It's a 2-iron all day. It's never 3-wood. And I said to my caddy Benji, I'm like, give me the 3-wood. I need as much club face as I can with this shot. I'm so nervous. There's people 20 deep on each side, and I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm not hitting it great. This is not gonna be great. And I teed it up just a little bit just to get a little bit of height, and I actually striped it. It was awesome. But just the whole day, like he was so chatty. Like we spoke about how the course plays, how firm it can get, his plans after this week, what his plans for next year. He's playing Desert Classic, so said, I'll see you there. But just a great human. And I was speaking to Nico afterwards, and I was just like, that was unbelievable. And he goes, as a Grand Slam winner, so I think he's one of 6 to ever do it, win all the 4 majors. He's as normal as they come. And I wouldn't have, like, he was a great bloke. That just ticked the box straight away. Like, I was almost like I didn't care what he had done. It was just like he spoke to me like another player, just like a normal human. And we spoke about wedges. We spoke about clubs. We spoke about different types of golf courses. He went to Kingston Heath, Metro, Commonwealth and Victoria, played a few par threes on the Monday. And like, I'm just sitting there going like, holy shit. Like, this is incredible. And like, we played 9, and like, I'm like, I don't really ask for photos from people, but I'm like, I have to. Like this, like he's my favorite, like one of my favorite golfers. Like
Yeah.
when he won his first major was when I started really taking golf seriously. And like, I try to be him as a kid, like try to hit it far, big high draws. And yeah, to like shake his hand and have a photo with him and just speak about each other's games and all that was just like, the week was almost already made. Like I got like I had both my mates who are helping me out with my short game coach, and one of my mates is helping me out with my swing at the moment. Like they came out and they were just like, we did not expect this at all. It was just like, but they were more impressed with how normal of a person he is, because like he's done everything in the game of golf. He's done everything. Win Ryder Cups. He's won all 4 majors. He's done everything. If he chatted to me just a little bit, but kind of kept to himself, I would have been like, yeah, that's absolutely fine. But the fact that like he was coming up to me and asking me about certain things on the golf course, and then asking me like what I've got coming up next and all that, was just like, what a quality human.
It's he certainly strikes you as a person who's a very down to earth, good bloke. So David Micheluzzi, what a week for you! You got to play golf with both Rory McIlroy and Peter Helliar in the same week.
Back-to-back days.
How do you compare their games?
Well, I will say this.
How do you compare their games, Peter Helliar's golf game and Rory's golf game? Any similarities at all?
Find one.
They're very similar in height.
There we go. All right, you do have something in common with Rory.
There's also another thing. They're both good. They're both good blokes. That's another thing. There's 2 things.
There we go. You got 2 things in common with Rory.
In the same company as Rory McIlroy. Any way I can get into that club. I will say this: David Micheluzzi did not ask for a photo with me.
It was too starstruck.
It was actually the opposite. You're like, can I get a photo with you? I'm like, I should be asking you.
I was thinking the same thing, but
I love it.
One more before we let you go, though. Obviously, the end, we didn't get the Aussie fairy tale we were hoping for with Cam Smith missing that putt. But Rasmus Nygaard Peterson was the winner from Denmark. And do you know much of it? There seemed to be a bit of a love for you between you two.
So, long story short, I played with him when he was an amateur at the British Masters 2.5 years ago. So he was just coming out of college, and so I met him. Yeah, it was 2.5 years ago. It was in 2023, and then I think he went to Challenge Tour, graduated, and we've always just kept in touch. And then this year playing, like we both had a really good start to the year, but his caddy is Nicholas Colsard's old caddy. So Aussie Brian, he's I think he's from Brisbane, but yeah, and then he said to me in the middle of the year, he's like, I'm going to come down to Oz, like, after Dubai, like, I want to come down to Melbourne and play some sandbelt. So I was like, yeah, mate, no stress at all. So he came down and we played PK 3 times. So we played the North twice and the South once. And we've always mucked around with short game and all that kind of stuff. And that up and down on the last was probably one of the better up and downs I've ever seen. Obviously very heartbreaking for Cam because he's been so close at Aussie Opens for so many years, and obviously heartbreaking for Australia. But for one of my best mates in Europe to win that event, and sorry I'm dragging on a little bit, but when we played, so I brought a couple of my mates out to PK to play with Rasmus. And it was a windy day, and it was 4 under through 4. And my mates have seen me shoot some pretty low numbers around PK. And also one of the guys I usually play with at PK, he shot 57 at PK. So he's also a very good golfer. And just the way, obviously, Rasmus is hitting it, he's full of confidence and all that. They're looking at me, they're going, holy shit, this guy is ridiculous. And I'm like, watch, he'll win one of these events. And funnily enough, he won the Aussie Open. But yeah, just cool seeing one of my mates win on tour, and someone who I've practiced alongside with a lot of practice rounds, and he's obviously on cloud nine at the moment. He's had probably one of the better months in golf.
Absolutely, he has. And again, before we let you go, I have played Moon Links before. Lehmo hasn't played Moon Links before. What can he expect at Moon Links?
How are you out of bunkers?
No, same as the rest of my game. Needs work.
Okay. Try, because you are going to hit in some, like we all are. On the open course,
Yeah.
don't hit it. Try not to hit it in a bunker. They are so deep.
Okay.
It's brutal,
All right.
and it's a big walk.
That's
It's
good.
both courses are a big walk. So, rest and recovery is needed. You're going to come off the first day and you're going to be like, oh, that was a lot. Especially on the open course. The open course open course is one of the harder courses, probably in length and the greens and all that. It's designed to be one of the hardest courses in Australia. They've made it a little bit wider in areas, but it is brutal. So keep it on the short stuff. Be smart. I don't know what else to say. Just don't go into many bunkers, because you will go into a bunker and you're just like, I'm not getting this out. For example, two years ago, I won. Well, the second hole, you'll see it at the right. It was a right greenside trap, and I had 3 shots in there.
Three shots.
Couldn't get it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're having 3, I'm having 6.
You're not alone. You're not alone if you leave one in there. If you leave a couple in there, you're not alone, because they can bite you.
Yeah.
But just enjoy the week. It's a good fun week.
Yeah. And we cannot wait for it. I cannot wait to bump into you again and maybe have a beer with you after one of the rounds. But, mate, you were so good to hang out with and play with at Royal Melbourne last week. It's a day I'll remember forever. I know Sam will remember it forever. And Alex from BMW, who got us the opportunity to play in the Pro-Am again. Thanks to James and Alex at BMW. We had a great day. And, mate, we'll see you at Moon Links this week.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Make Me Good at Golf is all about lowering your handicap, and with Dan Murphy's on board, we're lowering more than just your scores. With their lowest liquor price guarantee, Dan's makes sure you're never overpaying for that well-earned drink after your hit with mates. Whether it's a post-round beer or a celebratory bubbly for that unexpected birdie on the 12th, how good was that? Dan Murphy's has your back. Great drinks, lowest prices, and always within reach, online or in store. Dan Murphy's, proud sponsors of Make Me Good at Golf, and even prouder price cutters. T's and C's apply. Remember to choose Drink Wise. What a legend. What an absolute great guy.
What a great bloke.
Yep. And, sure, he's going to play with his brother-in-law, but fair enough. Keep things nice.
How old
in the
is he?
family. He's like 29, I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Lovely bloke. And
Good stuff. I love it.
I told him my aim throughout the round was to make him follow me on Instagram, and mission achieved.
And I might go Freddie Shots following me now as well. That made me really happy.
Yeah, good.
Put a spring in my step.
Well, now it's exciting.
Yes. Drummond Golf.
Yep.
Make Me a Golfing Legend has been going off. And thanks to Drummond Golf, we're giving away a $1,000 voucher to spend at Drummond Golf. And just if there was a big event right around the corner, Pete, what a wonder. Christmas. What
a time to get yourself a $1,000 Drummond voucher.
Yes.
Any way you want to spend it.
It would improve your game overnight. Well, I have no doubt about that. And if you want to make an entry, because this is an ongoing competition, just go to the Instagram page, Make Me Good at Golf, and hit us up on the DMs.
It is that easy. And a man who some people have been calling Creepy Rob, because if you've seen our Titleist videos, the fittings, he's the guy you see in the background just being a little bit creepy. sometimes in a hoodie, sometimes delivering suspicious parcels with maybe sandwiches for Lehmo in them. I'm not sure. Creepy Rob.
Yes. Hello, gents. And look, if you don't win the $1,000, there is still good opportunity to get down to Drummond Golf to buy the perfect gift for someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got my cousin in Chris Kringle, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to be heading down to Preston Drummond Golf, and I'm going to be buying him something there because that is the perfect place to buy a gift.
Go chat with Dougie Barwick. He'll look after you. From a
definitely.
flag pie.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Are we ready, fellas?
Let's do it.
Always
Let's
ready.
do it.
We ready, fellas?
Happy Golf Legends Day for
Yes.
those who observe.
Exactly. Happy Legends Day. We've got a nice mix here, a few different things. Some of these people sent in months ago. One was
Okay.
sent in this week. That's the spread we're going with. We've got
All
some
right.
are new, some are old, lots of different stuff. So we're going to start with a gentleman by the name of Lance Maxwell. He says, "Hi, boys. A mate and I just enjoyed a golf trip around Tassie. Highlight was all 3 Barnbougle courses. Very tough conditions for a couple of younger Queenslanders. Well, we obviously tried to stay out of the moon crater-sized bunkers, but we did get the opportunity to try a few out. Here is the result from that experience." So let's just have a quick look at this one here.
He can't try to stop it as well. There's another one
Another
in there
ball
as well.
in there. Oh, I love that.
I love that he tried to stop it. Like, I'm not, like, he's taking a wipe. He tries to stop it.
You
What is
can't do that.
No, that's it. Golf becomes hockey pretty quickly.
You cannot do that. I was, to be honest, when that video started, I was waiting for him to go tits up into the bunker himself.
Yes, that may have won him the clubs outright.
But good gear. I love that.
Good start, Creepy Rob.
Anytime a ball goes backwards
Yeah,
is hilarious
Yes,
in
'cause
golf.
you're trying to do the opposite.
Yes.
Most times on the golf course.
You don't want to end up further from the hole.
No, that's always the rule. That's one of the things we've learnt in that little golf journey.
Yes.
Next one comes in from Anthony. He said, "Hey, Legends, love the podcast. Here is my 15-year-old son, 6 months into golf, and he's on the 17th hole at Castle Hill Country Club." So let's just watch what happens here.
It's a nice course.
Oh, how's the swing?
That's out of the middle.
Smooth.
Tracking.
No. No way.
Holy one.
He's in disbelief.
Can't believe it.
That is incredible.
Oh, no.
What is he? Did he say 6 months in?
Yep, 6 months in.
And how old? 15.
15.
Oh,
mean,
get out
I've
of
got to
here.
say, his swing was pure. That's a beautiful
Absolutely.
Tell
swing.
me
pure.
about it. Oh, my God.
Hole
do you
in
think?
one.
That's
Over
a nice
water.
looking course. Where are they playing?
Castle Hill.
Castle Hill.
Where's that?
New South Wales.
Oh, no way.
That looks beautiful there.
Oh, let's drive up there.
It's in
drive
Norwest,
up.
New South Wales.
Yep.
I
Oh,
can't
that is
believe it.
outstanding.
Oh, my God.
And what does he say? He's still on 20 points.
He's still on 20.
Oh my God.
Let's
He's
just
playing off
make
24.
sure it's gone in. Drive up.
Not
That
bad.
swing, he's not playing.
I think
off
Dad's
24
more excited.
anymore.
Dad's more excited than the
Yeah.
young fella.
Hasn't gone in.
You got to check it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to make
Hitting
sure.
a hole in
Dad,
one over water, like hitting a hole in one over water or on a green surrounded by bunkers.
yeah.
I think is the sweet stuff.
But that, I mean, I'll take one wherever I can get it. To be
Oh, yeah.
completely honest with
I
you,
know you rolled one
that's
in.
yeah, that's outstanding. Well done, Anthony.
Well done, Anthony.
Well done indeed. This next one comes from Burn Art Hornblower on Instagram. G'day, boys. Loving the podcast. I'm sitting at 20 and gone backwards like Pete did. Started 17 and a half and I'm blowing out.
Part of the journey.
I play with a couple of older fellas, including Baz, who is 84. This is a sketch of our trip to Rich River. Barry went a little heavy on the drink when we arrived at the night before. I took this sketch. Barry is on the right. So let's just bring up the artwork first. This is
Oh, it's an actual sketch. I thought it was like a
a drawing.
drawing, yeah.
Barry on the right required the club more to assist him standing steady this day. Usually a good experienced player who doesn't play long but stays on the fairway and beats us in Stableford. He found a lot of water and sand that day. A lesson to make me better. Don't go too heavy the night before. So
I love that.
beautiful artwork.
You know what? I just love that picture.
So do I. I think
What a great.
it makes me think.
It's a great entry.
I mean, he might win here. Absolutely, he might go through to the next round. But I think we might have an artist kind of separate artist contest where people can send in artwork.
Yeah.
That celebrates golf or photos.
We might, maybe.
Elite golfing photos or artwork.
This is possibly an off-air production meeting, but maybe an artwork section, a photo section, and a video section, 3 separates.
3 separate, and then a IMAX section.
Yeah. Well, we had a
Christopher Nolan can win.
we had a song win a couple of months ago, if you guys recall.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, this is absolutely still in the honey, and I really like it. I like the detail, I like the info of the hole and the picture of the hole, it's like a little dog leg there, par 4.
Yeah. No, that's
Well done.
very, very strong entry.
Beautiful.
And the great story that came with it. Yeah.
Yep. And our last one here is from Jack Flavel or Flavel?
Flavel, I reckon.
Yep.
Flavor Flav.
Yep. Work boots, scrapes, and a course record. Doesn't get much more legendary than this, fellas. So here's a little montage that Jack's sent in of himself playing. So let's enjoy this.
Okay.
Yeah, g'day everyone. Come with me and we'll play 9 holes at Royal Hopton. Let's get into it.
Royal. Oh, wow.
Oh, he's in another one. He's in it
Wow.
again. He's having a good round.
Oh, my God. He's done it again.
Get him in the pro-am next year.
Has he? Oh, yes. It's stuffed. Whoa.
Oh, jeez. He's done well.
Gee, this is a strong round.
He doesn't even need the putt.
This has got real Kim Jong Il vibes.
Yeah.
This round. That is an outstanding 9 holes. So he's hit 18.
he hasn't
Oh
had
no,
the
they're all hole in one. He's
hole
hit
in
9.
That's what an amazing round. And
That's,
to capture that
is it Royal
on
Hopton?
video. Royal Hopton.
Gee, and the approach very similar on all the. Were they greens or scrapes, by the way?
Yeah, hard to
scrapes.
say. I'm not sure if those were FootJoys, though, that he was wearing.
Yeah, well,
I'm not sure that FootJoy has a work boot range at the moment.
Wow.
That's a very strong entry.
Yep.
Well, some real strong ones there. Out of the sands into the grass, the reeds into the bunker. You've got some artwork. You've got the hole in one by the young bloke.
They've four.
And then you've got
A-grade entries. Look, I've got to say, for me, Pete, it's like I feel like I have to reward the creativity on the Hopton 9-hole summary
well, there's
there.
some creativity with the painting as well.
Yeah,
That's all about creativity. I mean,
And like a hole in one's outstanding as well.
it is. It is.
But
I think
but
he's
that
gonna
guy
be
had 9 holes in one.
Yeah, and I'm happy to go along with that. Who was that? Who was that again? Creepy Rob?
Jack Flavel?
Jack Flavel.
Jack Flavel.
So well done,
Flavor Flav.
Jack. Hilarious entry. That's going to get you into the grand final. Let's just watch it one more time. That's very
It's
entertaining.
good stuff.
Yeah, g'day everyone. Come with me and we'll play 9 holes at Royal Hopton. Let's get into it.
Good song selection too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this song might be removed from the YouTube version, unfortunately.
By the way, I think he hits a decent ball too. By the way, like
He's going all right there.
he seems to be making good contact, and the irons as well. I'm not sure where the green is there.
So I can't tell if that's a scrape or it's dead grass.
There's also like a random pole on the side of that green. If you look to the left, like what's that?
Oh, that could be the scrape.
Yeah,
It might
I
be
think
a
it's
scrape.
scrapes. I think you mentioned it scrapes at the start.
there we go.
That pole's in every hole too.
Yeah, incredible.
Incredible.
What a coincidence.
Of course, everyone stays in. So
Yes,
if you missed out on this one, we may deem you. We're gonna have a round where we put everybody back in.
Yep.
Consider everybody.
Absolutely. We'll be doing that in January, and who knows, we might do it again because all 4 of those were worthy winners.
Absolutely,
They
are.
were indeed. They were very, very good.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Well, Pete, it's off to the Vic PGA for us.
This is exciting. As this episode goes out, we'll be on course. Please come down and follow us on the Friday. Hopefully, we make the cut. So this is like we explained with David. This is it's a proper. It's just dawning on me that this is even a more proper tournament than the Royal Melbourne Pro-Am. Like, the Pro-Am is a bit of fun. But
This is about the pros want to win this. There's $250,000 up for grabs.
Yeah, so they actually really want and need to win.
They need us.
Yes, and we will be big contributors. Like,
Yeah.
they can play well, but if we let them down, it's not going to happen for them. So we need to play as well as we've played at Royal Melbourne.
Yeah.
And you haven't played Middle Links yet, have you?
No.
Well,
I'm keen.
yeah, it's gonna be massive. I'm so excited that we're all there playing together. We can all make it down. Sammy Taunton's also going to be there. It's going to be fun. We'll see you at Middle Links if you can get down there. And we'll report back next week.
Cannot wait as we continue to the journey to make me
Good at
golf.
If you're listening to Make Me Good at Golf, chances are you're trying to lower your handicap. And just like your swing, Dan Murphy's is all about keeping the numbers down, especially when it comes to price. As proud sponsors of the pod, Dan's brings you their lowest liquor price guarantee. So whether you're celebrating a PB or still struggling to get your handicap moving in the right direction, you're never overpaying for a post-round drink. Dan Murphy's, great drinks, lowest prices, and one more way to level up your game. T's and C's apply. Remember to choose Drink Wise.